got to get back to work. It's recording now. So if you want to tell me, and keep the phone just like that so we can see your whole face, and look at the camera so you're looking at me, just like look up a little right there.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Albert Powell, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Albert, basically tell me, like, Sunday night, what were you doing? How did you roll up on it?
All right. So Sunday night, it was actually gonna be my birthday the next morning. So I was going towards my mama house, going away on the way home, going towards. I was coming out of the Bartlett Apartments, right there down the street from Woodlawn Academy. I was coming out of there, and I was coming towards the back. As I'm coming towards the back, crossing over the train tracks, I stop. I come towards the light. As I come towards the light, I'm seeing the police. I don't know which police it was, but as I'm seeing the police pull a car over. When the police pulled the car over, they just sat there for a little minute. I guess they was calling or waiting for backup. They never got out to approach the man or the young man that was in the car. So they were just behind them, sitting at the light. So at this point, it was two more police pulled up. Once those two more police pulled up, that's when all decided to get out the car and walk up close to his car. Me not knowing, I don't know if he had a weapon or not on him, but once they approached his car or got towards the back of the car, he immediately tried to open the door and tried to run out. Soon as he tried to run, I guess one of the officers slammed him, got on top of him and slammed him, and then all of them was on the ground tussling, and they had him on his back. And after that, that's when I just seen shots fired.
So the guy that got out of the back is the one that's deceased. He wasn't driving.
He was driving. He was driving.
Okay, so
He got out. Yeah.
so they opened which door?
They didn't open no door before they even got to the car. He jumped out the front seat and tried to take off running. That's when one of the police jumped on top of him.
Okay, and after there's a brief tussle, and then what happens after that? Could you see who shot who, which weapon went off? Because of, apparently
I
he had,
believe I believe the woman weapon went off first. After the woman weapon went off, after she went down on the ground, she fired her weapon, and then they all started firing and backed up. It was like five to six shots though.
when you speak of a woman officer,
Yes, ma'am.
the deceased, did he shoot or have a weapon?
No, man. I did not. No, I did not see him. No, man. He was on his back. I didn't see no weapon, or I didn't see him shoot at all.
Hmm.
But
From
they was tussling on the ground, like he was on his back swinging. He was swinging, trying to get away. I think he was trying to run off the ground, and that's when the lady officer went down. And when she got up, shots started firing.
Okay, and then you're saying other officers fired shots after she did?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what happened after that? Chaos, or is it just, oh,
After that, they just sat right there. They sat right there. They just sat right there, and then the light changed. So I ended the video, and as I stayed on the scene though. So I kept straight, and I turned back around to see what they was gonna do, and basically they just stand right there, wait, calling for backup and saying shots that was fired.
did they try to render aid? Did they try to help him, CPR?
No, man.
Okay,
They
and
just stand right there.
how long did it take for office or the EMS to arrive? From what you
I'm gonna
know,
say
it seems longer than what it is normally, but from what you can gauge, estimate.
from what probably like 5 to 7 minutes.
And at this time, was he moving or was he already gone, you believe?
I believe he was already gone. Yeah, I believe after the shots he was already gone.
And did you know, is it Mr. Taylor? Did you know him?
Yes, man. I called him by Peanut. I called him by Peanut. Everybody knows him from Peanut.
Hmm. And what type of person was he?
I mean, Peanut just a good person. Always worked hard. He always wanted the gold, the chains and everything. So he worked for it. All the good car, old schools and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Just put in the work for him to have all his nice stuff and
Mhm.
value his nice stuff.
Did you notice who that was before he was
No,
shot?
no, ma'am.
You didn't notice the car?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So when you learned it was him, when did you learn it was him?
When I seen his little brother that I was real close to posted up on his social media, and it said that one hurted him, and then I found out who it was when I seen the picture of him.
And you thought, oh my gosh, I just witnessed this.
Right, right.
You decided to share on social media. What and motivated you to put that on social media? It's been shared a lot of times.
I mean, it's because I felt as he wasn't in the wrong, and the police really it's the police fault. I mean, because they didn't come up to him and address him. Like, they didn't come ask him for his name or ID or driving license or anything. It could have went a better way and then
But
what
he
it did.
jumped
And
out
I just
before
want
they could get there, though.
right.
Okay. I don't know if he had a weapon. Nobody knows that right now.
Right.
But
Nobody knows. Yeah.
if he did, would that kind of change your perspective of what officers had to do?
At the end of the day, the officers have to do their job, but I never seen him pull or reach for any weapon. And once again, he was on his stomach laying down. And they was handcuffing, but he was just tussling. I never seen a gun or anything. So
Now, Councilwoman Tabitha Taylor spoke about, being Black and having to deal with this with officers. We see this all over the country. As a
right.
Black male, how do you feel? Have you gone through this? Are you afraid?
Afraid, yes, ma'am. That shocked me for the rest of my life. Yes, ma'am. I am.
Do you fear?
It's not this. It's just recently. It was another one. When I seen another one. I seen another video of the Shreveport police when they just shot the dude when he was in his apartment and he hit the corner and the police just end up upping the gun and shooting him.
Bagley.
So, yeah, right.
So you actually saw that one too?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you
And
at
then
the
that was
apartment
just
complex?
reflected. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I haven't seen. No, I seen the video of it.
Okay, so it's trauma, you're saying?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And so as an African American male, is that something, do you feel it's different when you're driving or no? I mean, do you feel worried? I'm just going off of
No.
what Tabitha Taylor's counsel.
As for me, no, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me, Mr. Powell?
No, ma'am.
Thank you for talking.
I just wish for justice for him. That's all.
Yeah, and the family, the family.
Yes, ma'am. And my condolences out to the family.
Yeah, and they called him Peanut, the one that was deceased. Did he have any children, married or?
Yes, ma'am. I believe so. He had kids.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how many, but I know he had a kid.
All right. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. I'm going to